international representation. Here we are, Saba playing the yellow checkers on the bottom of your screen. He's on the left side of your player cam. Arda at the top of the screen playing black. He's on the right side of your player cam. So two extremely good players and also two very personable individuals. So I'm sure they'll have a very good competitive match and a nice, friendly competitive match. Okay. How did I get out of this thing? Trying to get my, maybe if Tara has her headphones on, once she gets this 3 matches kicked off and running, she can come straighten out my iPad so I can see my chat line. Oh, there it is. I got it. I'm good. So, we're off and running. Now, again, as you all know, I like to make the commentary an interactive affair. So I'm monitoring the chat. So if you have comments, suggestions, critiques, whatever, throw them out there. I'll try to address them as I can. If you're inputting positions or doing transcriptions, we appreciate those contributions as well. And bring me a chocolate drink. And a Coke. And so anyway, we have a good time. Try to explain a little bit of what's going on, although I'll defer to some of these players oftentimes is more experienced and skillful than I am. But we try to make this a fun, watchable viewing experience. And so we're going here. Arda has an early nice structural position on a 5-3 by Saba. He's probably going to make his 5-point here. He could hit 2 for that matter, but and that's what he chooses to do. Try to kind of a real tempo play as well. Arda's got that developing nice structure up there, and Arda enters with the ace deuce. Saba's still trying to stem the assault tide here and keeps getting hit. So he's going to be maybe falling back into a bit of a back game structure. Arda charging onward with his, there's the 3-point probably, although he could make the 20-point anchor. I think I would make the. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still crossways getting settled in here. That was Saba's roll, and Saba, nice double 3. Saba's still trying to stem the tide, and Arda keeps hitting him and keeps the assault on. Saba just treading water, trying to stay ahead here. Double 4, which is it's good news and bad news. I guess he's just going to have to come down and slide on the 5, but then he's got 5 back and 3 blots in play. Yeah, proto back game. He's got one more 4 rather than hit on the 5 and have play with 3 more blots. He's just going to bring it down to the 9. But he's got 5 checkers back. He's got. Oh, that's not the best roll Arda ever rolled. but he's got 5 back. Wow. Yeah, that was not a whole lot Arda could do with those aces. It's another set of 4s, second set of 4s, but all those back checkers are blocked, so he's kind of consolidating and crunching into his home board here. 6-3 by Arda. I guess he's just going to come down. Now, Saba really needs to get one of those back checkers running, and he does not, so wow. As you've perhaps seen on some of the, and you can go to Backgammon or Swiss, moreswiss.com to follow the standings and the records and the results. But as you've heard us talk about here, quite a large field in the championship division, 88, quite a very strong field, a number of international players. So we'll try to, as we can, give some exposure to as many of the elite players as we can, and certainly some of these international players. And in this second round match, we've got Japan, Sweden, Turkey, and Brazil, in addition to 2 Americans. So okay. And it's Arda's probably going to be disconnected from his rear checker. So they're both, and I'm sure Saba would just as soon have Arda's position as his own, but they're neither, both of them have some problems here. Arda's got the 2 trailers who's lost contact with the rest of their black checker countrymen, and Saba's got 4 guys in the backfield here. Gets another one out, so he's probably 6, and does he slot the ace or come on? I suspect he comes on. He needs the flexibility. Arda 4-2, so he's kind of overtimed is kind of a new word I've learned this week and have used a bit, but he doesn't have much timing to work with in order to try to extricate these 2 back checkers and get them safely around. 6-1, that helps, because he's going to hit one, and he can only hope that Saba dances here. And Saba does not dance, but so he's probably going to come in, hit loose, and now by the same token, he's hoping that Arda might find a dance to his 4-point board, and that he does. So now, how the complexion has changed here. Saba was fighting off a grand assault by Arda, and now he's in a position to claim this game. Arda lets it go. So that's the backgammon we know and love. Again, we started 30 minutes late roughly on this round. So the next scheduled round is round 3, should start at 3:30, but we can rest assured it's probably going to be at least 30 minutes late. So it's probably going to be around 4 p.m. So just bear with us. We'll have some dead time periodically on the streams, because, unlike many tournaments where, with various progressive formats, you've always got matches starting all the time at different times, and we can kind of pick and choose and always find another match to start when one finishes. This Swiss format, the rounds start at specific times. So like we saw in the first round when on stream 1, Jeb Horton beat Victor in 2 games, so that match was over in like 20 minutes. So we could switch. Luckily, we had the 3 streams, so we could switch to another stream, but we didn't have another match to put on stream 1 until the second round begins. So, that goes with the format. But again, the fact that we have 3 streams here makes it a little bit easier for us to keep something going for you to view. Again, as you obviously know by listening to me now, you're on the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel, and we certainly appreciate their participation and cooperation in letting us use that channel. Stream 2 and Stream 3 are on the Ace Point Backgammon YouTube channel, and without commentary, but they enable us to show that many more matches. And if this match finishes earlier than the other 2, we'll switch one of the other 2 matches to over here, so that you hear the commentary of of another match and get to listen to Bill talk more, which may or may not be to your liking. But and today, since in this the first rounds of the Swiss format, at least for 3 rounds, everyone is playing every match, so there are no no players are not busy. So I'm pretty much flying solo until some of these matches finish, and we might have some guest commentators join me. So we shall see. Nice set of aces for Arda. Makes the 5-point, putting one in the air. So thank you very much. Tara brings me some refreshments to keep me going here. Thank you, ma'am. So it's funny with this, again, this Swiss format where we begin, rounds at a specific time. There's particularly for Tara, there's a flurry of activity for, a few minutes as soon as the draw is announced for another round, and she has to get, we have to decide upon who we're streaming, and then she has to get our little graphics set up and her boards and tables set up, and but then at least she has a little bit of a respite until the beginning of the next round. Momo,
mind if I join in?
Sit down, man. Sit down.
Thank you.
Down. Now I don't remember your entire name. So.
Oh, that's okay. I'm Shlomo Karbel of Chicago.
Yeah. So Shlomo, are you not playing?
I'm not playing. I'm just visiting. Hoping to find a shoe but everybody's busy.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'm surprised by that.
Saba's an Atlanta player, right?
Atlanta player, and
Strong player.
actually he won our tournament in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
In February, and cashed in Atlanta tournament. So he's leading the 2023 ABT
Good for
points
him.
race standings.
That's exciting.
Very good player.
Very strong.
And Arda, of course, is Arda,
Yeah.
probably the best known director in the world. And so he's here enjoying the opportunity to get to play a little bit and not be, typically any tournament that he's at, he's directing. And that's oftentimes my case. I'm either directing or working on the streaming and commentary, and very rarely get to play. So it's nice to get that break occasionally.
Well, I hope at least you get to play some shoeettes at night.
No, we're working like
Okay.
15 hours a day or something.
So not quite. All right, what do you do with the 5-1 here? Play it safe, or do you hit loose on the 3? Oh, neither play. He decides to slot ahead because he's got his 20 made. So that's an exciting play. If it gets missed, then you're in really good shape, but it doesn't get missed. So it looks like you just continue here after the hit to the 13. And Now it's back to sort of an even game. No, he doesn't continue. He decides to spread him out. Interesting.
Okay.
And a dance. The dance is great for Saba. Not a cube. Because of the 20 that Arda has. Saba's 20, so you do with the 6-2 here. Let's make the 16. Seems reasonable.
Yeah, and this Arda with that 20-point anchor. This game's going to be with us for a while.
It's going to be a while. Yeah, Arda played an interesting play with I don't remember exactly what the number was, but he's 5-1. He slotted the bar when he could have played safe or attacked on the 3. And then Saba's got.
What's kind of interesting again,
yeah.
Arda is much better known as a director, but he's not a bad player.
Oh, he's a great player, right?
Yeah, and
or did I just hear about his directorial prowess and I just sort of conflated
assumed
that
he was a good
with
player. No, he plays a fair amount. He's a pretty good player.
So Saba, Saba just had an interesting play too. He decided to slot the bar. Could have looked at making the 10 and stripping the mid. So 4-2. You just play this safe and go 6-4. I think that's what I would do. So exciting. I'm going to be on TV.
Yeah. And, that's what, and we kind of enjoy, I like to have guest commentators.
Yeah, I know.
People can, kind of meet and see and other people that they may not have known and, get other people's perspectives and what have you. So I like to try to mix it up and keep different people coming through, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have to discover the next falafel as far as commentators go, right? Someone who can do the color commentary, like falafel.
Who's that? Me?
No, we got to discover them.
Oh, we got to discover them.
You have like a tryout here,
it was funny. I don't know if you saw much of it yesterday. We had this little precocious 10-year-old.
I did that. I saw her playing. It was amazing.
It's amazing. She's really, Michi spent some time with her and played a couple of little matches with her and all. And I was asking him, and he's her idol, And I was talking to Michi. I said, well, what do you think? And he said, the only word I can think of, he said, that girl is amazing, for 10 years old.
Yeah.
And
I remember there was some excitement when I showed up to the local backgammon club. People were saying, wow, we get some young lifeblood in here, so I can't imagine, and I was probably 30 at the time. So.
Yeah. Well, you're not much more than that now, are you?
A little bit more.
A little
bit more. A great roll for Saba. Clear. I mean, I got to imagine you got a cube here. Oh, well, he still has a...
Well, there's two voids. I always use the saying, when there's a gap, there's hope.
Well, you definitely got to think about it.
Yeah, you got to think about it, and he's quite a bit ahead in the race.
Yeah.
But it's probably a take.
I think it's a clear take. The double
take,
is probably... My instinct was to cube, so I'll stick with it. But because most of the time you only get one shot at it.
Yeah.
And
the likelihood of the shot increased with him having to clear the 9 before the 10.
Yeah. So here comes the shot.
There's the shot.
And if you get missed,
Arda needs a 3. He's got 13 numbers. And that's a direct miss.
Hey, Jeremy. Oh, yeah.
So now you're happy you cubed the Saba. And he's running. Interesting. That's the best play for the race. But it leaves some jokers for Saba.
Yeah, and there's a shot.
There's double 5, double 6. Opening another shot for...
Yeah, so Arda gets another chance. Needs an ace. And, I mean, it's a cash if he rolls the ace.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't. But, he's...
Still some race
He's
here.
got to just run. But he's back in a race. He's behind, but
Still a little bit of race.
He's not dead.
Nope.
Well, that's pretty unfortunate. You take the cube, which was obviously, I think we both agreed, a good take.
Yeah.
He gets 2 shots and fans.
I thought the cube action was right on both sides, and it shows why it's a take, right? You're always going to get at least, or not always, most of the time you get at least one shot there. And the board was strong enough to justify it, the take, because if you hit, it's pretty much a reship and a cash. So this is about finished. Of course, nothing is ever finished in this game.
Yeah. I'm just going to comment off the record for people. I'll say it. Tara wears headphones and listens to what we're saying. I just want to ask her to check her text messages. We got one that she needs to look at. But actually, it might have been a Facebook message rather than a text message. Nonetheless. Okay, so
Arda's played a couple interesting aces there, where he went 3-2 and then 5-4. When I would have thought you go 6-5 probably with both of them. But I think he's trying to make sure his sixes always play for 4 off, but still want to have double fives play better. But probably not a big deal either way, being that the game was pretty much gin.
we got Hussein Paknahad, Arda fan club here.
Oh, cool. We got
Great.
Usually I'm in there. Usually I'm in the comments.
Yeah. So I try to monitor it and be responsive and interactive, and
Yeah.
I think people like that.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's definitely the way to keep people commenting and coming back.
Involved.
Yeah. So Falafel would say you should go 6-5 there, and anybody who doesn't is a wimp with that 4-1.
He was a character. Did you know him personally well?
No, not well. I met him at I think an LA tournament a number of years ago, and I just sort of stood in awe of him, and there was no better commentator to listen to. I mean, when you got him talking, and because he was just so funny.
He was funny and superb players with great insight and perspective on.
Yeah, exactly.
He had those funny little. I always loved it where, somebody would make a good roll. Maybe he's in a bad position, makes a good roll. And, he's fighting,
Yeah. And his turns of phrase. Wait, what is he waiting for Godot?
Yeah.
So that's one of his good ones. What are you waiting for Godot?
So we all miss him.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we got a interesting game cracking up here.
Both got some nice things going, and it's somewhat of a mirror image type. Not precisely, but still got similar.
All right, so making the 9, that looks right. And now Arda wants to escape.
Arda wants to escape or try to keep that one guy back there. But Saba, of course, has the same objectives. And he's gone.
Yep. Better than the 2 for sure.
Arda needs to roll a deuce, and he finally hits something.
An important deuce there. 13.
Had he not hit, he was probably losing that game.
So
but now Saba dances, so
don't think it's cube yet.
It's not far, but
and Arda's also down in the match, so he can
gives him a little bit more incentive to act earlier.
So what do you do here? Do you make the 7?
I'm tempted yes, I think I would make the 7, but you do expose a right. Now here Solo.
So he's got
I think I'm sending this
12 in the zone, 13 in the zone. A lot of numbers make the 4. Yeah, this looks like a really strong double actually, and not such an easy take if you're Saba. There are some gammons here. If you get the 4 made and then you keep dancing. But Arda still has some work to do, and Saba's got such a great structure that it's not a given that Arda just easily pops out.
Right. And, and although he's probably, and I don't know all the numbers, I mean, he's very likely to make the 4-point or the 2-point on the next roll. You're not assured of doing so.
Yeah, 4-point, making the 9, or even just escaping from the back is really strong for Arda, popping out with some kind of 6.
And all of those kinds of rolls would have been market losers for him had he not sent it. So
yeah, so it's a tough take. I think it's a take, but I'm really not sure.
Okay, that's a nice shake there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So now Saba's in dire straits.
But he's still got deuces to enter, and Arda still has to jump his prime.
Yeah, and he may have the choices, and he doesn't. But at some point, he may have to make a decision between escaping and making
the next point.
The next point. And,
so he didn't duplicate the sixes there and leave that extra 2-6 return for Saba, which is interesting. He could have scooted.
Which is probably good. That
because he wants the 6 out.
Purposely not duplicate the sixes.
He wants the 6 out. Now he can only make the ace.
But again, he's running out of time a little bit as far as getting that guy out of there.
Which goes to show
now
why
he's split those back checkers.
This is probably a take.
I guess not. I guess you could split them for the flexibility of making that, but you're
going to get attacked.
Putting that much more of a gammon into play.
Yeah, putting 2 more. You know he's going to hit with any 5, any 7, except maybe this 5 because it comes with a 6. Well, I think
you hit and come out. Right?
Yeah, I think you have to. It wins more gammons. Does it win more games? Probably. You don't like hitting loose, but you just build up your courage.
You don't like it, but you don't have to like it. You just have to do
That's
it.
Right. That's right. Yeah, I think that's got to be the right play.
But again, it's the right play.
Yeah.
But it's 4-block play too. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, had Saba rolled a deuce, things could go south
real quick
in a big hurry. But
so that played nicely for Arda, and now he's very happy.
Arda should be able to.
He's got some gammons here.
Coast home here. I mean, strange things happen, but he's going to try to skillfully place his checkers such that minimize the chance of leaving a blot.
Yeah, but he's got 8 checkers outside now, and
as we suspected, somebody was doing it. It was a 203 take. So
good take.
He would have got a lot of passes. Right?
I think so. I think he would
among the less skillful players and so forth. But as we can see, it was a huge take and
scary take. But that structure that Saba had, and the fact that he had no additional blots lying around,
right?
I think, play to the fact that you got to take.
And you probably, if you watch some of our streams, you've heard me say some of these things. One, it's kind of like, so many times in life in different venues now you're scared to lose or you're scared. But in backgammon, not only can you not be afraid to lose, you can't be afraid to win, right?
Yeah.
You have to take advantage of the opportunities when they're presented to you.
That's right. That's right. And I know there's I don't know who said it or if it has an official term as a backgammon law, but it was something like, do the play that scares you the most.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's always right. That can lead you astray sometimes, but often you'll find that is right in backgammon. The play that scares you the most.
So he may have 6s. Could he? What else will work? 4s, 5s. So he's got several. Several doublets that he could save it
4s,
with.
5s,
4s,
and
5s, and 6s. I think, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
So
it's a big swing.
Big swing. Nice. That was a nice game. And like we said, I think it was a good double, good take.
Yeah. And Saba didn't do anything wrong, and you still get hurt sometimes, right? Still get punished. And Arda made that tough play hidden on the deuce loose.
Yeah, the 6-5.
Good play all around.
But again, he had to get the guy moving, so he had to come out.
Yeah,
and he couldn't have made the point anyway, but he did have to hit loose, and he did have to get this guy out while he had the opportunity.
Saba, I don't know if anyone noticed, made the bar at the cool way, where he moved 2 from the 8 and then brought the 13 down to the 8.
I used to do a lot of little
variations.
That's
how you let people know you've been around.
Yeah. But, you got to know who you're doing with. Look at this. Arda dances with 2 on an ace
I think you gotta take
1-point
this.
board. He lets it go.
I think you got to take that.
I think you got to take that. But
because so Saba's going to make the ace or maybe a different point and leave an ace blot. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see. I think that's got to be a take.
Yeah.
Casper says it's a take.
But it's kind of... and you have to get out of this mindset. I mean, that is deflating, depressing roll, right? To dance,
Yeah.
to dance on a 1-point board with two
Always.
checkers.
And a blot,
So
you know.
yeah, and a lot, and you
blot
just
board. That's a great
you
roll.
know you're kind of down, and
What do you do?
sometimes you react accordingly.
Yeah.
You know?
You keep running to 16? Probably. Yeah, because you rolled the double fives already, so you're up in the race. So that's better than 13 of 5.
I hadn't noticed it, but Hussein is coming. He likes Arda's zigzag shaking motion, and I watched it just then. Watch on his.
Oh, I
next,
gotta see.
Watch on his next roll.
My favorite shake motion is Raj Jansari. He does a swoop thing,
Yeah,
and I had the
watch this.
pleasure to tell him one time.
Well, he didn't do it then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he must have heard.
A couple of people have distinctive ones.
Yeah.
Steve Sachs, Carol Joy Cole.
Oh yeah, Steve. He always hits the cup on the board.
Carol Joy Cole gives
What
his
is
big
hers?
swooping motion, you know.
Oh
And
yeah,
ends
that's
up
right.
like up here. or
That's
something.
right. She does. All right, so sort of a advanced mutual holding game.
Yeah, and it's almost even. As when Saba didn't count it, but it's
Yeah,
just visually
visually,
all but even.
See,
So.
he's a little bit ahead now. I wasn't called up for my hip counting prowess. Leave that to the
I can
experts.
count pretty fast.
Yeah, I
sometimes,
heard you.
but
I don't know how you figure that stuff out, but I know there are all these techniques, and none of them ever
all
took for
kinds
me.
of techniques, and the different methods, and different people are more comfortable with different methods. I
Yeah.
use variations of cluster counting. And
Yeah, that's generally where I go with it. But
okay, let's see if Arda gets that. Well, he still didn't do it. No, dude, Hussein and I pointed out, and Arda quits doing it. Felix Goitman is in the house. Hey, Felix, good to see you again.
so who's on roll? Arda's thinking about if he's just counting it. I mean,
No,
it looks
it's
so close.
Saba's clock. So Saba.
Oh, Saba. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good catch. So Saba's counting the race. Sees that it's super tight.
It's super close right now.
Even. 14. Extra 6 there. 8. 5.
Okay, 5 crossovers for both. It's extremely close.
6 up is good. 6-5 is very good.
Certain roll, what, 4-2, and we could have mirror image.
6-5. Got that 11 pips back.
It's very. Look at it. They both have 3 back on the 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So what's the difference? There's an extra checker on the 5 and 6 for Saba. So 6 to 5. It's like
Oh, and he was doing the zigzag shaking, and then he started shaking vertical, and then he rolled.
sometimes you got to pull out a different shake depending on
There
what
you
you're
go.
going for.
What you do.
Well, that should
Like
be.
Hussein said, he uses a different method for
Yeah.
racing than he does for.
You ever see Sanders backwards shake? I don't know what he's going for with that, but it's usually very precise.
You're done quickly, and you were playing Tansy, huh? Piece of cake. There, Stupid Tansy's 0-2, and I bought him in the Calcutta.
Oh no. Well, he's usually a safe bet.
Yeah.
All right, so Saba's pondering the cube. He's got 2 more checkers off, but he's got big
But got
gaps.
terrible distribution.
Yeah.
And what is that? 36, 9, 45, 49 to.
He must still be significantly up.
49.50. I mean, it's 1 pip.
Oh, it's just 1 pip?
Yeah.
So 1 pip, 2
These are
checkers.
both, they both won.
I don't know. Well, then it's definitely a scoop for Arda.
It's a scoop for Arda.
But is it a double?
I don't think it's a double. But did I count it? I had to count it. 36 and 49.
Well, Saba says it's not a
49
cube.
and 50. Yeah, it wasn't a cube.
Okay.
Because those voids are
Yeah.
they're gonna bite Saba here.
Yeah, he already missed once with the 4 or with the 5. Now
Oh,
it's a
wait,
cube.
man. This is
So he
what do they have?
He gained
9 checkers to 10 checkers. I'm not even sure that was a double.
well, he now it,
Well, little did we know.
Yeah.
I guess he knew he was going to roll a set of 6s.
well, Arda rolled a 4-2 and Saba had rolled 9 before that, so he gained 3 pips. So maybe he thought he had enough. I don't know.
Arda still are laughing about that.
It's always a good laugh once you get a racing
That's
cube.
like,
and
and
boxes.
seems like it never fails.
Yeah.
Seems like it happens to me all the time because but you always remember your bad luck, right?
That's it.
In that team tournament deal, Joe Russell sent a optimistic cube to Ari Nagara. He was like 5 pips up in a no contact situation. Sends a 5 pip lead cube to Ari, and Ari snaps it up. Joe rolls 3 double 6s out of the next 4 rolls. You know. And I'm
Well, at least
you know.
at least he announced that it was optimistic. You know, it's kind of like calling a bank shot when you shoot in basketball.
Yeah.
If you call the bank,
Okay, put the cube back in the middle, boys. Tara can hear me. She'll remind me.
oh, okay.
Yeah, Saba
There
sees
we go.
it, or one of them saw it. Arda saw it, I guess.
All right, so 3-way, 4-way. And Arda starts off nicely. Do you hit loose? I think so. It seems like the right idea. You got the stronger board. 6-4 doesn't do much otherwise.
6-3 hit and run.
That's good.
Ah,
That's the second time this match. Definitely not a double.
not quite as bad as the first time, but it's still yet bad. You know.
So you can make the 7, or you can make the 10 and step up with the ace to the 24 or 23. That's probably the right idea.
I was going to say, if Arda dances with 6s again, he might have the
Interesting.
equipment failure.
Yeah. So we came down to the 7. We could have popped out to the 18. I think I would have popped out, but
May work out for him if he can cover that bar point. Yeah. Got to make. Oh, I don't know. I guess that's okay.
Listen,
I
double
would have been
twos-
tempted to make the bar.
there's so many variations with double 2s. You really got to give it some time.
That's the thing. The permutations with
Yeah.
the doublets.
Yeah, especially deuces. I feel like deuces are the hardest roll to play consistently. There's just usually so many options when it comes to deuces. Might have given that another 30-second think. So there were a lot of ways that one could have gone. So Saba's clock is running. He's considering a cube here. I think it's a good no double. Switch 10 to 9. Or leave no shots. I think you switch 10 to 9. You're only leaving 4-6. Good blocking point for the checkers on the 22. But Saba says no switch. Neil, you want to get in here?
Here, we got 3 mics. Stay there.
Bored. You want to play a little? All right, so Saba, I think, well, he didn't lose his market because now he's facing a back game with some timing.
And a pretty well timed back
Yeah.
game.
Since
game.
since the 6s were rolled, now the timing's good. I don't think you'd do that. You're not trying to race, so you probably bring another checker down off the mid, so you can make the bar. But I guess Arda's looking to make the 3 next. Or 3, he could clear the 10, or he could make the 3. I think you make the 3. Double 4's a little fast. For
Yeah,
Arda.
that's getting a little ahead of himself here. 9 and 4, perhaps.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Maybe cube now?
Kit Woolsey is playing in this tournament. Yaroslav.
Is this a double? Because the timing's a little screwed up? Probably not. I think it's a good hold. Now you gotta put a checker out of play. I guess on the 3. Yeah, 8-3, I think. Seems better than
Hey,
going.
Tim, welcome in. And again, I'll repeat for all of y'all, if you want to follow the pairings and the standings and what have you, at least he can run with the 5s.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
then
have
he's
to crunch
gonna
so
eat
much.
a cube,
He'd
though.
rather, yeah, he'd
'Cause-
rather.
He was trying to hold, right? Hold
Yeah.
for,
But
yeah.
I was going to tell everybody, you can look at, go to moreswiss.com and kind of track your way through that to,
Yeah, so instant cube. Yeah.
track your way through
An
that
instant
to
pass.
The pairings and the results and follow, see who all is in the tournament and how they're doing and so forth. Someone tell me why Sander is not there.
Probably a
Sander
far way
doesn't
to
play
go.
much in the States.
Yeah.
And it's pretty expensive to come to the States and play.
So that double 5 was actually an
Yeah, you can,
anti-joker.
Neil. Let me turn that. Alrighty. Neil Kazaros joining us.
What's it up?
Okay,
Bill.
we have a lovely set of boxes.
Bill, thank you for the opportunity.
Sure, Slimmo. Thank you, man.
Nice hanging out.
Joe Russell.
Hey, Joe.
Joe Russell. And the camera around and pick us all up here.
The take point is slightly lower for Saba at this score than for money. But occasionally he probably still loses a couple percent gammons from here. Often, sometimes losing a gammon after hitting. So I think it's a money pass. I would pass at the score.
You concur, Joe?
I do.
Okay.
What is the race? Let's see. 6, 22, 23,
I didn't count, but
23, 23
Race is in the 20.
18 pips, it looks like.
I thought the race was around 20, but I would pass.
Actually, it's probably pretty close.
Is the race 18?
Yeah.
Race is 18. It might be borderline take. Let me count. Let's count it. So 64, 84,
64,
36, 44, 64,
123 for black.
126. I have 22 for a count.
Let me look at it again. Maybe I made a mistake. This
Gotta
is,
be an odd number.
oh, this is, yeah, maybe, I think it's called it 22, and I think it's actually 26. You got it 22?
Yeah,
Okay, I think you're right.
22 pips. I'm going to pass.
Yeah, somebody. 15.
Actually would take. I don't, the gammon's enough. Maybe the gammons are enough to pass. Gammons after the hit.
That's the yeah. You
Okay, so you won your match. You're 2-0. How about you?
I'm the opposite.
Look out. Well,
Well, I played the two toughest players in the field,
who's that?
Richard Stubb and Michael Messich.
Ah, okay. Stubby, you're killing them all, huh? You beat Joe, and then you beat. Oh, it's not Stubby. Richard who?
Stubby, didn't I?
Stubby's here.
Okay, it wasn't. Yeah, I played the wrong guy. We got to have a rematch.
and he passes.
Michael Floor.
Yeah. I was going to say if you a new
Oh,
Stubby,
I thought I played you, and I looked at the draw wrong. That's what it was. Michael Floor.
and say if Stubby beat both you
Did
and
anybody XG that
and
position?
Tansy, they haven't said anything. We've been getting a little input occasionally, but not
Okay.
not on that one. Okay, so 7-6. Now, one of you brilliant guys can explain the intricacies of 3 away, 2 away. You play for Arda here.
Arda needs something, or he's going to be getting the cube right now.
Not Arda, but Saba. You're talking
But the take point for Saba is 22.6% plus about 49% of gammons he loses. So we can simply say 26% plus half of the gammons he loses. That's the take point.
Arda should double.
Arda should double now, clearly. People, including myself, don't double quick enough when behind 3-2. Arda was clearly favored, had gammon chances. Now that saves. Now no double, of course.
Yeah, that completely changed the complexion.
But look, even Arda's still clearly favored in this game.
Does he give it up?
Double off the bar here, Joe?
No.
I'm surprised. I'm kind of
Probably
surprised
not.
he gave it up.
I think you have to hit. Where's the other 4? I think, and I don't double off the bar, but I don't think it's terrible. All right, anchor him up out there.
Stack them.
That's what I do.
Nothing else.
Don't want to get attacked. Bad things can quickly happen.
Freezes the cube for a long time.
Yes. I'm going to pull 2. I think I pull 2 builders down. It's a few shots, but he needs to build his position. And if he gets hit, he has a zillion returns.
All right.
I don't believe I would step out into all that. How about you, Joe?
I might step out into it. You know, you're letting him build other.
That's the problem. You're letting him build that. It might have been right to step out. Again, it's close. Now, this is not close. You just make the 5 point.
Yes. What else is he looking at?
You should be delighted to roll that.
Do you step up to that to activate the?
He's stepping up to try to freeze the 8 point as a builder for 4-2 and 6-1, but that kind of stepping up is often wrong. That guy is just
activate the checkers on the 8.
that guy's just a sitting duck on the 2 point. And he stays there turn after turn. And you take away your 6-5 to run away. So 5-5 runs away, but it's half as likely as 6-5.
Hello.
I think he was just supposed
All
to
right.
replace the medicine with the ace deuce. With 21 point.
If you're going to come up, maybe just come up and challenge everything.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I either stay back or come all the way up. I don't like his play. All right, looking good here. Time for a 5.
Not it, but you gotta. Hopefully, from Arda's perspective, they
Well-
can at least keep playing for a couple of rolls.
Well,
unless
Arda's take point is 25%. Can Arda win this game a quarter of the time?
Yes, no gammons as well.
Good enough board. Might escape. Saba's stripped everywhere. Has to basically attack with many numbers. Well, the raise doesn't matter when if Saba closes them out or primes them. But I would take. Joe, would you double?
No, you know what?
Considering you can sometimes win a gammon,
You can win a gammon.
for this to be a proper double, Saba probably needs to win this game 72, 73%.
Well, you say it's so
At 72% is probably very borderline.
Gammon chance here that why put the cube into play?
It's not all that gammonish, but
Well, if
how
Arda
often
passes, that's a good
the key
That's a good reason.
the key
Yes,
thing to
if
think
you get
about
a
here is
pass.
how often can Saba win this game? What do you think, Joe? Give me a percentage on Saba's winning chances. Well, now they're 100% because Arda passed.
He wins 100%.
That was part of it. I thought Saba probably was around that 72, 73% number.
Yeah, I thought it was in the 70% range, but I don't know which side of 70 it was on.
Would you have taken
I would have taken.
Joe?
I would have taken.
Just split.
I
Still
wish
got to
someone
play.
would give us
You got to play to win the game. I don't think that's the best play to win the game. I wouldn't mind slotting in.
Any of you viewers, if you could let us know what that last cube was, we'd appreciate it.
That justifies slotting. And then,
So here, it's interesting. I mean, Arda just as soon would have the G, but the G is not critical here. The win is more critical.
right, the G is irrelevant.
Yeah, so he's got a, he doesn't need to play aggressively for a G or anything. He just needs a win.
Correct. Even at
The only
Gammon
thing that
Go, I
matters
wouldn't
is the only
slot
thing that
2-1
you
after an
can play
opening
for is
3-1.
if you get there, you can
Just
go
too
for
much.
backgammon.
Right. BG would matter, but the G doesn't so much. But
You really can't play for backgammon until
yeah, I mean those just happen.
Yeah, they just,
Make the 11 point here. Those points are assets, and they're blots that don't get hit. They're safe builders. That's an idea. I think I'd have made. I don't mind that play, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It's nice 6-2 dupe, but
0-0-4-8 no double.
I make the 4 point.
yeah.
Out of the 0-48 no double.
Okay.
But if you get a pass,
Yeah.
And 362 take.
okay.
Thank you.
So it's probably about a 71% game then, based on those numbers. My guess. Well, that 3-1 was important. Run away, run away, run away. Do that? Yeah, okay. That's okay too.
I think it was less than 72 based on those numbers. It was a 362 take.
It's got to be probably 70%. Then I would have thought the double was worse, but
Yeah, Marty has joined us. Welcome, Marty. And says it's no double and massive take.
get out.
That's Devin Frazier had put that in. Devin from, where's he from? Calgary or Banff or somewhere?
If it's a
Calgary,
take,
I think.
if it's a take by that much
Devin.
and only no double by .048, I'm kind of surprised. Would you come out with that, Joe? 5-1? I would
I
have.
didn't see it. What, he played 11 to 5? Is that what it was?
Yeah. See, now he's got a problem.
Now he's got a big problem.
List a bad number.
Wow, what do you do with this?
That. Keep the
That.
5 prime.
Yeah.
Keep the 5 prime. Try not to get hit.
Does he lift? He lifts.
That's, I don't know. It's kind of wimpy to lift. How are you going to win this game without that 4 point? Then again, how are you going to win if it gets hit? So, no 5, Saba. Don't roll a 5 that doesn't move. Get moving.
On that 6-3, would you thought about playing 13 to 10 instead of 5?
I would have played to the 5 and left no shots. I thought that was clear.
Okay. Arda, you make the ace point, huh?
Yep.
Out.
There he goes. Look at this. Look at that beautiful number. Life-saving 4.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Right in. Second turn. Yep. Diversify in the outfield.
Had complete coverage.
Get out with a 6 and hit with anything else. Good.
69%. I said it just, I didn't know which side of 70 it was on.
Okay, wow. That game was worse than I thought. I was thinking 72. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Nice shake there, huh? Yeah. Edmonton, Alberta. I knew it was up there somewhere. Yeah, Devin, good to see you.
I didn't care for Arda's play of double deuces. I think I would have put some builder on the 8 point there if I could have. He'd like to make the 8 point.
Bring men to bear.
He'd like to make the 8 point. Bar point would be a second thing to make. Uh-oh. Got a little fast. But it's often just a simple blitz from here. That's right.
It's that one.
You're getting out with any 6, so don't leave a 6 to cover.
Okay. Running out of time to...
Well, first problem taken care of.
play the other deuce, but I don't know that it matters hugely.
Oh, now he could handle 5-4, but
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, gives him the maximum timing.
he can handle 5. He could handle 5-4 this way.
Okay. Correct.
Five. Okay. All right. That worked
Again,
out.
Arda
That worked
doesn't
out.
have to be aggressive trying to get a G.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean that much to him.
The only thing Arda's going to think about is if Arda gets most of his checkers born off
I'd get
and
aggressive.
Saba is still on the bar, he's going to think about the freak BG, which is quite rare with 2 checkers closed out. Getting rarer all the time is possibilities of getting hit are coming up.
Yep, like now. Arda needs to get past this shake.
He did.
It does. Now it's going to start getting interesting, perhaps, particularly if Arda rolls a set. He doesn't.
Dance
Gonna
there,
get-
it's interesting.
He's happy he got one checker in.
Okay, so he
No beat, game over.
no BG, so we're down to one game. Or yeah,
All losing a gammon here did was to cost Saba his free drop.
yes. Casper Vandertot reminds us. Did you see where Stick is
Reopen the site? Yeah.
reopened BG online?
I haven't been there yet. I got to try it. I got to check it out.
I'll have to. Thing is now it's going to have so much more competition than it did 15 years.
Oh,
ago.
Facebook.
All the Facebook and
All the BGs
all
on
the
Facebook.
various backgammon pages of
The,
sorts.
the best play at DMP is to run. Good play.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be more competition. I mean, Facebook has the great graphics. You know, you look at these positions,
Exactly.
you see all the different pages, whatever.
Where's your 5, Joey? Come out. I don't slap on the ace.
Play more pure at this score.
Yes, I would not hit on the ace at DMP.
Yes, this is a
don't understand
9-point
it myself.
match. To answer your question, Crawford is.
I would have come out with the 5-2 because the 8-point is stripped. Pound away. Big gains when it's missed. It gets hit, you come in and play and start
Alex, there was a clue to how long the match is if you saw Crawford on the scoreboard.
Yeah, although now it's post Crawford, they didn't change it, but correct. It was Crawford on when it was 8-6, but
over. Hit him again.
This is the post Crawford game.
yeah.
Joe, you're hitting here? I think so. It's worth it. There's that 4 dancing numbers are horrible.
He had hoped for something better than that, but
Arda's in commanding favorite right now.
Oh, what a lovely number.
it's 2, huh?
Hit on the bar. Yep, good. Good. You need a 4, Saba. Now you may find those guys primed in. See what Arda can roll.
That'll work.
That works. Cube?
You definitely take the bar, right?
It's 8-8. I make the 4 point. I make the 4 point and 21 point and then look around. 4 point, 21 point.
There's another play.
Yeah, you can switch. I'm not switching.
You could bring 3 down and make the 7 points. That's another play too.
I understand. Yeah.
4 point feels right.
And 21.
And 21. This is what I do. That's what I would do.
Okay.
That's my play.
He said it must be.
I wouldn't bet on that, but it would be my play.
He needs some backers.
I mean, he made the rack board and an anchor. And a nice advantage in the position.
Somebody look at the double threes. Give us an answer on the double threes. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, Marty's putting some stuff in, so maybe Marty can look at that.
I liked the play he made, but I thought it was interesting to bring 3 down and make the 7 point too.
Okay, I thought he might do this play. He wants to get moving. He's miles ahead in the race. Doesn't need to be sitting back there on an anchor. In and out. Okay, one guy goes to safety. Well, I would slot my bar point. That's
Yeah, but I
fine.
wouldn't have done it that way.
That's okay.
Why not 18-13 and slot it that way?
Maybe he wants that checker further back.
Yeah, but he would have had an extra coverage for it.
That's why I would have made. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Joe's right. Want the extra cover.
Okay, he's going to try to build some semblance of a board over here in case he gets fortunate at some point.
Well, he's going to have to hit to win this game. So
But hitting is not that hard.
Yeah, Saba's got this strip mid. Will be, well, that's great.
that's a lovely number. Look at
Lovely.
that.
Perfect number.
Those checkers on the 11 point are 6 pips and 5 pips away from nice landing points inside, and often can come home. And that makes the 3 point. Oh, it gets looking good for Arda here.
Is that a little more flexible than you'd want, though, by going ahead and make that?
Well, you're going to need it for later. You play for later.
Yeah, you take that. You don't want to risk.
You can afford to get hit now. You play for later. Leave a shot? No, I make
No.
I make the. I don't leave a shot. I make the 2. Yeah, there you go. Yep. There you go. Why didn't I? There you go. Now he's ready. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if it could be right to make the 2 point here.
There you go, Joe.
I would not make the 2 point. I would look at it, though. Saba has timing. I just do this. You can often
real
line
close,
You can often line up 3 or 4 builders to make the 2 point. That's too fast. Too fast.
Yeah, that.
Well, that's good for now, but what happens later?
Next roll.
Now is what matters.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That was a bad shot, but
6-5.
his Arda's real bad shot would have been 6-4.
Look out.
Okay.
Another set of 4s.
Now you make the 2 point. I think. I make the 2 point and pay off.
Same here in a heartbeat. I don't give him a phantom ace deuce game.
Right. This isn't close. This is clearly worth 3 shots. This is awful. That's going to blot all day long later on. Not right away next turn. Good play. He found it. He found it. I didn't have much doubt. 3 shots. Not quite.
Nice shakes.
We're down to an ace point board where ace point game and Arda's going to have plenty of winning chances after he's hit, especially if that board doesn't get closed so easily. No 3s.
Okay. 7 off. At worst, he'll have 8
That's
off.
a good shot because now he's got a chance with the double shots.
Double blotter.
Neil, is it after he's hit or if he's hit?
Well,
Cocked.
after he's hit, because if he's not hit, the game is over. So I guess it's if he's hit. Yes, thank you. 4-2 came back. Nice roll. All right. Now you don't want 4-2. You want 6-1. And guess what? You're not going to want any more 6-1s. Too big. Run out of time.
Okay.
It's almost over.
Make the deuce.
Make the
Nothing
deuce and
else.
pray.
Nothing else.
Where is it?
Ooh,
There it is. It's over.
nice win for Arda. Good
job.
Good match. Very good match. Okay.